here at a place called Kirkburton, which is a few miles away from Huddersfield, which I think's over there. And just dropped Mary off. She's got a little football match here at the middle school. And as I've just dropped her off there, and I'm going to go now to the National Coal Mining Museum, which is just 10 minutes drive from here. I'm going to go and have a look and explore that. But just showing you Kirkburton, which is just a little village in the countryside here near Huddersfield. And this is the famous Emily Moore TV mast. It's like a landmark for miles around, right on top of the moor, and great big high column, very, very tall. It's a radio and TV mast and all that there. Emily Moore. I mean, it's remarkable. This is actually the tallest freestanding structure in the country. Yeah, tallest in the UK, 25th tallest tower in the world. Now, I realise from here it doesn't look that big, but it's 1,047 feet high. That's 319 metres. So you know, like nearly a third of a kilometre into the sky that's going that. Alright, so I'm here at the, just drove 10 minutes down from Kirkburton, National Coal Mining Museum. Hardly anybody here. Look, there's a nice man greets you when you drive in and tells you just to park here. Very close. I mean, I've been here before on a busy day. You had to park miles up there and everything. So pretty much an empty car park right next to the entrance. So we'll go and have a little explore. Very quiet. It's like a sort of adventure playground down there. They do have a train thing that runs along here. They have underground tours, but I don't know, I think they could be on strike. And you should pay for those anyway. But you can just wander around the grounds where there's all the old colliery buildings and everything. We'll have a little look. So this is the National Mining Museum, which is free to get into. Little map here, look. Welcome area, mining labs, soft play toilets, cafe toilets here. So got the layout of everything. Cap house, train station, all that stuff. So we'll go and have a little wander around while we're here. It's Sunday afternoon, coming up towards 2 o'clock. In 1985 DMA. 140 metres deep. So this is Cap House Colliery. This is what the museum is made out of. 1791 proper shaft. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Yeah. A little cafe in there. Looks quiet, doesn't it? Nobody. There's like one person getting a cup of tea or something. Very quiet in the cafe. Yeah.
By 1930, the men were buying 292 million tons of coal a year. That's enough.
It was in there, just a little starting exhibition, then you've got the actual sort of colliery itself here. It's free to park, I should say. They've got these machines, they just want some donations, but it's free to park. Yeah, a few rusty looking things here, aren't there? Yeah, so you can't go on the underground tour, look, down there. But I think they're on strike. Twin arm loader. I guess it's coming up the conveyor belt up there and then dropping down into the trucks. Yeah, it's very quiet, isn't it? Nobody here, not much happening, it's all a bit desolate. Still very windy, it's been windy over the weekend. Very windy this morning. Steam winding house, please enter. Let's have a look in here. Control room, go and have a look at that. Yeah, the winding house, so you've got the wheels there, the cables come through here. Look in here. There we go. The steam winder has very hot parts, please do not touch. So we must still operate it for going up and down the shaft. Maybe for the underground tours and all that they went down. It's a very good smell of thick oil, and there's a buzzing noise. Yeah. Nobody here. There's nobody here. Orient Gallery, let's have a look in here.
I trap in a bit. I don't like it because it's in dark. It isn't hard work. I do nothing else but trap. I go sometimes at 6 in the morning. On Saturdays I go at 5. And I come out after 6 in the evening, sometimes before. They use me well in the pit. They never beat me. I've bread and cheese, or treacle, or potatoes and meat. But I could get it for dinner. I go to a Sunday school. I used to go to a day school before I went into the pit. And I don't know what this country's called, nor what the sheep's town is.
Big name is it, this. I've always hurried, never first much. I always hurry as you saw me, with the bells round the way, and the chain through the legs. I always said to forget. I always wear them clothes.
Just like candlelight and all that, it's very dark.
It's tight in the middle. My back is normal legs. I like being in here. I don't want to do that else. I never tried to do anything else. Sometimes I get cold, but it's been so wet. The wet covers my ankles. I go to Sunday school. I read in spelling book. I don't know all my letters.
Look at that, a new winder, March 2025 installed. Electric winder. So that much and going down that into the ground. So it's a screens building, so yeah, screening out. So all the different conveyor belts going up and everything. Screens the type of coal. Yeah. Separating it out from shale and other things. Control room. So yeah, I guess 1985 was early days of computers and stuff, but we're still using them. Monitors and things. Indoor picnic area down there. We'll have a look at the baths. Alright, so the ponies have gone to a little thing in the woods. I might go and see if we can see the ponies. Yeah. Yeah, nobody here. Nobody here. It's a national museum, there's nobody here, yeah. There's a bus stop you can get. Yeah, go and have a look at the baths in there. The wages office. Get your wages. There's a mistake, you've got to get it sorted out here. So you've got to check it carefully. Make sure it's correct, otherwise if you walk out, you've had it. Boot cleaner. Boot cleaner. Toilets. Lost property and minor injuries. All the little lockers, look. Keep the clean and dirty sides separate. There we go, loads of showers. Soap. Yeah. So this is to the clean clothes locker. Yeah. And they're the pit clothes lockers. So you've got the dirt, yeah, dirty side and the clean side. And we've got a medical room in there. Yeah. So the nature trail down there. I wonder if the ponies are in that direction. Go and have a look. Yes, that's the little indoor picnic area. You know, if it's raining and that, school trips and all that, then come in there. Water treatment lagoons, adventure playground, bird hides, drift mouth. Pony Discovery Centre, 25 minutes. Yeah, hey. A waddle fan, ventilation fans, yeah. And I can hear it running, the fan house, the fan's running. So it's still, you know, because they do mining tours, they have to keep the fan going. There's a drift mouth there, look. So, you know, that's where the coal would have pulled out that conveyor. And then other conveyors taking it. But yeah, there's like the fans are fully operating. You can hear circulating. Yeah, also an emergency exit as well. Conveyor belts coming up and all that. So it became a law after 1862 from the Hartley Pit disaster for all collieries to have a second exit. And so they used the drift mouth as an emergency exit for underground tours. So there we go. So you can see the conveyor belt then going all the way up there to that sort of sorting house up that way. So it comes out of here, then does a turn and goes up there. Yeah. I'll have a little look in this woods. It's just sort of little play areas and beehives and different things. Yeah, I don't think I've been down here before. Normally just stayed where the pit is and all that. Still nobody here. Just walking through this little woodland area. I've just come out this little stream running down here, look. Yeah. First people I've seen there, look. There's a little waterfall here, look. To the bird hides. And there's the water coming out of the tower that might have underground, yeah. Whether it's coming out, whether it's, yeah, coming straight out of the mine or whatever, I don't know. We'll have a look up here. Picnic area here. hides down there. I might have a look at that in a second. Green Lane pit wind me up. Typical of a small scale shallow pit mined around the early 1800s. And there it is up there, look. Yeah. Still there. Day holes suited for small scale workings. Harmful for people to supply themselves in the local market. Yeah. I think that's where the ponies are kept up there. Yeah. This is the bird hides in here. Have a look. There's another bird hide down there. It's too windy. Too windy. That does there. Water treatment. So maybe that stream's coming out after being treated in these wetlands. The stream did look a bit of an orange colour, I have to say. So maybe it's like settling ponds and reed beds trying to get rid of the pollutants, and then that stream water that was sore coming down the hill from up here, it's like treated, but it's still a little bit orange. It's a little bit orange, yeah. So this is what this is all like, water spreading out across these reed beds. Yeah, interesting. So you don't realise there's water here, but yeah, it's all just like settling out and being treated. You can see there all these different tanks and things, yeah. A little bit there where the reeds are not growing and you can see it properly, so it is a proper tank. You hear the water coming into it, and then it's trying to settle out the sediments and things and filter it all out with the reed beds. Yeah. Right, we're going up the hill to the other pit. There's a couple of pits here. So the whole pit up this end. So it's like connected by a long road between the two. But I've just walked through this like nature reserve route to do it. Yeah, that's looking very orange, isn't it? Look at that. Dear me. Very orange. Yes, I've come up to Hope Pit now. So this is the other pit. We've been in a cap house pit, was the other one I was in. Now this is Hope Pit. Look here. Pony centre there. Look at that. It's completely deserted. Powerhouse. So that's cap house pit over there. That's where I was before, and I've just walked through those woods to this bit, and then I'll walk back along there. And I think that's like little train line, this little train journey you can get along between the two, like in the summer mainly when it's operating properly. So we've got Bud, Eric, Ernie and Finn. So there's two of them just going off to the field. But she said there's one still left inside. Look. This one. Yeah, so you get a good view of the main entrance there that you come in to that pit there, and then there's a sort of road and a rail line which sort of comes around the back of here, takes us to this bit. But I've sort of walked through, and there's the ponies just taking them out to the fields, those two ponies there, going down there. Off they go, but there's one still in here, Ernie. Heavy stuff. We've got a muscle for me, actually. Yeah. When you got it on the block, you know, about dinting level roadways which have been affected by nearby mining. I think that big powerhouse thing is closed because of the wind, because you have to open them big shutters up and it's very windy. But they've cladded it with solar panels on the roof now, that all that. Miners Memorial Garden. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. This operates sometimes, I think, so people can get a ride here from the other side, the other pit. Yeah. Come out here, there's more things here to look at. I'll have a look down this. And we'll have a little look up there, these things, yeah. Inman Pumping House, lower room. Well, the lower room was locked, so I'll go onto this level instead. It's kind of locked down there. Look at all that there. The mine water waste there. Oh yeah. Just open this so I can see what's happening here. Inman shaft, 1840. Beam and engine. So we've got, we'll push this. It's a model. Just lights up. Yeah. See what this is. Push this. Just lights up, yeah. Yeah. Right. Must put that curtain across to stop birds going in. Right, yeah, so across the little track here. So yes, it goes there and then you can go right down. It takes you right down to the car park. Looks like they had a little beach there with deck chairs and beach huts during the summer, and that's closed off now for the winter. Because that's kind of old bit there, isn't it? And then you've got these brick, sort of old stone one, compressor, and then this is the electric winding house. Look up here. Completely, I mean, it's completely deserted. There's nobody here at all. In fact, there's no staff. Apart from the pony thing, somebody was shoveling out the stuff, but like, there's not really staff around. Please enter. All the computerized stuff there. Yeah. So this is the electric house, winding house. The winding man's chair. Controlling the cage. So 2 rings, men want you to write a book. Ring 3 times to show me. Unload the cage. yeah, winding house. Pipes. Yeah. Fan house. It looks like you've got to try and get the air correctly through the right cool face and all that. The time tunnel. Look at that. I don't think that's open today. I think, yeah. So it was originally a tunnel to transport coal to the nearby canal and railway. You didn't have to pay tolls on the road, but now being transformed into a digital experience. I think it's the pay for this bit. It's like I think yeah, you got to wear your helmets and all that. But as I say, I think they're on strike, and they were offered 80 pence an hour more pay, but the union wants them to have a pound an hour, so they're on strike. The people who operate that will take you down those tours and all that down. There's 2 tours. There's one there and there's one the other line. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's quiet, because there was a shut and there was a kind of like key sort of visitor attractions. You see the old railway line coming out of that shaft there, the drift sort of shaft coming along there, so it's and joining that track. Within that track still operates that little train for little rides, tourists, visitors. Yes, this looks like it was the beach for the summer holidays. Bigger pit ponies up there, look. Like big horses, really, not ponies, are they? Big horses. Yeah, so all these car parks are completely empty, so you can drive and park up at this end, this Hope Pit end. Yeah, I'll just go on that one. I realise there's a blacksmith's workshop there. I'll go and have a look at that before I go back and then walk round. That's where the train line takes you a little journey back to the other colliery where I parked the car. I'll go and have a look in here. Maybe during on certain days we have this fired up and doing it. Somebody just hammering away and all that in the forge, the workshop. But nobody here today. It's so quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm going to head off